absolute degenerates, listen up. Imagine waking up one day and bam, you hit the jackpot. Married to a thick, drop-dead gorgeous demon princess who could crush you between her thighs and you'd be begging for more. That's right, our boy somehow landed Yona, the Demon King's daughter, an absolute goddess. But instead of diving in, this fool's out here resisting like a monk on a diet. Yona's throwing signals left and right, but he's fighting his urges like his life depends on it. And the manga is called Newlywed Quest. The Demon King's daughter wants to seduce the serious hero. The story begins with our protagonist, Harold, engaged in battle with a monster. As the monster lunges to attack, he swiftly dodges, leaping into the air like he's auditioning for a superhero movie, and takes it down with a single strike. The scene then shifts to a village where the villagers express relief that Harold is safe. He responds, glad there were no injuries. The villagers, however, immediately start assigning Harold new tasks because, heroes don't get to rest. Some ask him to retrieve the monster fangs to sell for a good price, while others request his help fixing their monster-repelling amulet. Yeah, totally don't let him catch a break. It's like when you're the only one with a car, and suddenly everyone needs a ride. And Harold, always smiling like he's got the world's most exhausting job and still has time to look good, assures them he'll handle everything promptly. And in this era of peace, following the defeat of the Demon King, Harold inherited the title of hero from his grandfather, a selfless figure who serves the people without expecting anything in return. Guess Grandpa set the bar real high, but also left Harold holding the bag. As Harold completes one of the tasks, a few villagers approach him, asking if the rumors about his recent marriage are true. He confirms with a smile, and they jokingly remark, seems like the hero has everything under control. They ask if his marriage will hinder his work, to which Harold confidently replies, it won't. I plan to work even harder to improve bro's juggling being a hero and a husband. This guy's got skills. Internally, Harold reflects that being a hero means constantly juggling many responsibilities. After all, the hero must always appear perfect, especially after fulfilling all the villagers' endless requests. Yeah, they ask for everything but a vacation. Can't let those people know you're human. Harold informs them that he's repaired the amulet and renewed the magic circle, so it will last longer. However, one villager, whose mother had also asked him to repair the amulet in the backyard, requests Harold to do it again. And is this a never-ending to-do list or what? Harold's smile never falters as he cheerfully agrees. Not a single complaint, just an endless cycle of duty. In this era of peace, Harold has worked tirelessly for the people. Seriously, buddy, you've earned a nap. You could have the whole village fixed up in minutes with a snap of your fingers. Others, however, think that heroes live off taxes, leading them to dream about becoming national celebrities, So that's how it is he is, A call and he's in with Tashed? What does jump in the hero game, rack up those benefits and get some fame easy. Right, Harold is surprised to hear this, but he brushes it off, thinking that he's far from the spotlight and just doing his best. Yeah, fame and taxes might be tempting, but Harold's got a different kind of legacy in mind. Later that night, Harold trudges home after yet another grueling day, his body screaming for rest, but his mind already planning tomorrow's endless tasks. As much as he wants to vent, he knows being a hero means no complaints, no excuses, and absolutely no days off. And he wonders if his wife Yona is asleep and notices the lights on in their home. As he goes, the door creaks open, and then bam. There she is, his wife Yona, stepping out like a goddess wrapped in cozy domestic perfection. And damn, that's a thick waifu. If I've ever seen one, her warm smile lights up the room as she greets him. Rose switch places with me already. Harold, stunned, stammers, were you waiting for me this whole time? His hero instincts kick in, and he quickly adds, you really don't have to do that, Yona. With a sweet smile that could heal 1,000 battle scars, reassures him, it's fine. Don't worry about me. Bruh. She's out here being the perfect waifu, and this guy's acting like it's a casual Tuesday. Harold, shyly scratching his head, thinks to himself, a hero can't engage in romantic relationships without state approval. Yeah, sure, buddy. Let's see how long you can stick to that nonsense with her around. He apologizes awkwardly. I'm still getting used to everything. Yona, being an absolute queen, brushes it off and invites him inside. Come in. I made something for dinner. When Harold steps in and sees the table overflowing with food, he's floored. Hold up, imitate humans? Is this the part where she reveals her secret waifu origins? Alien? Monster? Either way, she's winning as Harold takes his first bite. The taste almost knocks him out emotionally. It's been years since he's had a meal cooked by someone else, and it shows. And Yona approaches Harold, her presence soft and graceful, leaning in slightly as she asks, "Do you like the food?" Her proximity makes Harold's heart skip a beat, and he blurts out, "It's delicious," with the enthusiasm of Anne trying to mask his nerves. "Bro, she's right there, and you're still holding back? Couldn't be me?" Yona's face lights up with a smile that could melt glaciers, and Harold, caught in her radiance, finds himself staring for a moment. He's lost in her happiness until the voice of his inner hero pulls him back to reality. A hero must not love anyone more than their citizens, not even their own family, brah. If you can't love her, then just give her to me. I'll handle it from here. As he averts his gaze, guilt creeps in. Harold reflects bitterly on his situation, wondering if the gods who assigned him this monumental task already knew he wouldn't be able to fall in love. His marriage to Yona, after all, is nothing but a farce, a necessity dictated by fate. Everything began with the discovery of the sacred book, Newlywed Quest. This forbidden text, said to be left behind by the gods themselves, predicts the world's end and lays out the steps to prevent it. After finishing dinner, Harold thanks Yona for the delicious meal, his tone full of sincerity. He insists on washing the dishes, suggesting that she should head to bed. Our boy's really out here trying to max out his gentleman hero stat. Hot to you, but as Harold starts gathering the plates, Yona gently touches his cheek, stopping him in his tracks. The unexpected touch makes him flinch slightly, his eyes wide. He stammers, and Yona smiles softly, explaining, "You had something on your face," embarrassed. Harold quickly wipes it off, his movements stiff and awkward. Bros short-circuiting over the tiniest gesture. Seriously. "Just switch places with me already if you can't handle this, queen." As if to finish him off, Yona hands him his freshly washed and folded clothes with a serene, almost wifely elegance. Harold accepts them with a quiet thank you, thinking to himself, "She's so good at this, almost too good. Like she's naturally meant to be a wife." And for a moment his thoughts drift. Yona, with her kind demeanor and gentle actions, has been feeling more human and endearing lately, almost like they really were newlyweds. He wonders briefly, what would it be like if this marriage were real? But just as quickly he shuts that thought down. No, he tells himself, she deserves someone more exciting, someone who isn't tied down by duty. Our marriage is nothing but an arrangement from the sacred book, a means to save the world, nothing more. Yeah, noble as ever, Harold. But if you're not going to make a move, I will come for her. Suddenly, Harold feels a presence behind him. Before he can react, Yona wraps her arms around him, hugging him from behind. "Oh, damn, those big milkers, bro. This guy is living the dream and doesn't even know it." Her soft voice breaks the silence. "You shouldn't fall asleep like this," she whispers, her tone gentle but concerned. Shocked, Harold pulls away, his mind racing. He's determined not to give in to temptation, especially not to those milkers pressing against him. "Bro, that's some serious restraint." "I would have been done by now." Yona, noticing his reaction, asks softly, "Did I make you uncomfortable?" Harold quickly responds, "No," but Yona, with her unwavering calm, explains that her actions were guided by the book, which states that such affection is typical between husband and wife. Harold's brain short-circuits for a moment, as he realizes that Yona is simply following the book's instructions. He silently reflects that the book's guidelines are meant for couples who genuinely love each other, something he knows isn't the case for them. As a hero, he feels he must avoid any temptation, but Yona, as calm as ever, reminds him that without following these steps, their mission won't progress. Harold hesitates, looking conflicted. Yona, confused by his words, asks, "What act are you talking about, bro? Are you serious right now? Who wrote this man's luck? I swear I'll beat that guy up for letting him live the dream and not even noticing it." Realizing he may have used the wrong words, Harold quickly apologizes, trying to fix the situation by telling Yona that her kindness overwhelms him since he's not used to it. And damn, Harold, you're overthinking it. Just enjoy the moment. My dude. Yona seems surprised by his response and asks if being a hero is difficult for him. Taken aback, Harold apologizes again and tries to change the subject, suggesting that she go to sleep while he stays up a little longer. Yet this man really needs to stop running from this woman's advances. She's offering the goods, bro. But Yona, not backing down, moves closer and starts patting him firmly, her voice soothing as she tells him to calm down. "It's a reward for being my hard-working husband. Where can I find this type of girl?" Though Harold is left speechless, feeling like a child in comparison. Bro's getting treated like a pet. How do I sign up for this life? He recalls when his grandfather told him that his father ran away from the responsibility of being a hero, leaving Harold to be the successor. His grandfather had also advised him never to seek rewards or compensation and to give up all desires in the present. As Harold thinks to himself about how much he wishes he could stay like this forever, he feels grateful that Yona is with him. Man, but hey, at least you've got her touch then. As Yona touches Harold's hand, the sacred book begins to glow, catching both of them by surprise. The book reveals the first mission of the Shinko quest to develop an emotional attachment to his spouse and strengthen their bond. Harold is shocked, thinking to himself, the book can talk. Wait a minute, does that mean the book's been lurking in the background, just waiting for this moment to drop its spicy little task list? Yona remarks. It feels a bit invasive. Harold agrees but notes that at least the book's instructions are clear and easy to understand. Yeah, it's clear. Make your wife fall for you. And stop being a chump. The book's got no chill. Harold tries to open the last page of the book, only to be shocked by a sudden jolt of pain that hurts his hand. He winces, pulling his hand back, confused and alarmed. Seeing his injured hand, Yona's demeanor shifts, her usual calm expression replaced with something more intense. Little Harold, not wanting to alarm her, quickly reassures her, saying the book is dangerous and that he'll take care of storing it safely. He tells Yona to let him know whenever she wants to read it. Bro, why are you playing it so cool? She's literally acting like she's about to devour you. To Harold's surprise, Yona suddenly grabs his hand and, before he can react, starts licking it. Her eyes shift in an instant, and she begins to transform into a succubus, her form becoming more alluring and dangerous. But it tastes sweet, she comments, drawing closer to Harold in her succubus form, her voice dripping with seduction. Okay, now this is getting spicy. Are we gonna have some clapping or what? Harold, my dude, you better brace yourself. Yona inches closer, the air growing thick with an unspoken tension. She's convinced that what they're doing isn't wrong after all. They're married, and Harold is a man too. With a playful, almost daring look in her eyes, she asks, you can handle it, even if it hurts a little, right? And oh, you know Harold's not ready for this kind of heat. But hey bro, you're stuck in a mission. No escaping it now. Harold, caught off guard and unable to find the words, just freezes. Bro, come on, speak up. But nah, you're too deep in the sauce now. Yona, not waiting for a response, smiles with mischievous delight and flicks her finger near Harold, sending a jolt through him. But before things can go any further, bam, the book suddenly shocks Yona, causing her to collapse into Harold's arms. The book declares a serious violation of a rule, emphasizing that the quest must be completed in order, as the gods' rules are absolute and must be respected. Well, looks like the book's got some strict no-nonsense vibes. Gotta love a rule book that's literally got no chill. Frustrated, Harold informs the book that this rule wasn't mentioned earlier. Of course, the book conveniently forgets to tell him the fine print, because Harold is still processing this. Yona wakes up. He asks if she's all right, and she, clearly embarrassed, apologizes for her actions. Harold, stammering a bit, reassures her that it's nothing to worry about. In fact, he admits that seeing this side of her was quite impressive and, considering his shy nature, just what he needed. Bro, you just entered a new level of personal growth. He then suggests, with a slightly awkward smile, that they consider this an exchange of vulnerabilities if Yona is comfortable with that. Yona blushes, nodding, and says, I'm glad you're my husband. That's the first real soft moment we've gotten. This is wholesome. For now surprised, but smiling, Harold replies, I'm glad to meet you as well, and suggests they try their best to save the world together. It's cue the heroic music, because this is one wild ride ahead. I see y'all in the comments like, bro, drop 2 videos per week. And listen, I would love to, but there's just one tiny little problem. I am broke. You two ain't exactly throwing bags of cash at me yet. And last I checked, my landlord don't take likes as rent. Hiring an editor? Man, I can't even afford to hire myself at this point. But I do have a secret stash saved up. And if this video gets some wild engagement, likes, comments, subs, maybe, just maybe, I'll unlock the forbidden 2nd video per week technique. So if y'all want that extra heat, you know what to do.